Hello you guys, it's Monique Anai. I'm going to be going over my August goals and just getting back into the swing of things because in July I decided let me just take a tracking break. So I stopped tracking all of my habits, my goals, and just focused on really counting my wins. And even though I did focus on counting my wins, which I realized that there was a lot throughout the year that I am proud of myself for, I still can't help but feel like I've just been set back. And so last time I'm like, okay, you know what, girl, we need to stop this. We need to get back into things because I feel like when I'm not tracking my habits, I'm not prioritizing my self-care. Like so often you hear about self-care being like bubble baths and, reading books and things like that, like doing facials and face masks, which is definitely forms of self-care. But one thing that I've noticed for me is that my self-care comes from showing up for myself and taking care of myself, like basically treating myself like my own child, being a parent to myself, making sure that I'm drinking water, making sure that I'm not staying up scrolling on my phone for so long that I don't get good sleep, tracking calories, staying in my deficit, tracking my protein, and just being really intentional about making sure that I'm proactive and taking care of me physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of the things. Because if not, I just will, I don't know, it's like I'm fostering my self-discipline, and so obviously I have a lot of room for improvement in that area. So I'm gonna go over my August goals because yes, we are already 8 days in and I have not been tracking, but I feel like it's not too late and I need to get into the swing of things because we still have another half of the year to go and I still have things that I want to accomplish. So let's get into our August goals. So for August, I'm gonna get back into my calorie deficit, at least tracking. Even if I'm not meeting the deficit every day, I do want to track and just get into that habit of being aware of my food and also not eating so late. I noticed that a lot of my extra calories come from eating late just because I won't eat so much during the day and then at night I'll start to feel snacky and hungry and it's just not good. I want to be able to give my body that rest that it needs to focus on restoring and not digesting. So that's one of my goals for the month of August. Another one of my habits is going to be walking/jogging. I was doing a really great job of walking, finally getting back up to jogging, and then we went on our vacation and I just haven't been able to get back into it since, but that is going to be one of the habits that we're tracking. Another one of my habits that I'm bringing back is unplugging. I use an app called Jomo that was recommended to me by my friend Monica and it works so good. It even has a strict mode that doesn't allow you to uninstall the app, and it just makes it difficult if you're kind of the person that likes to find loopholes, or I don't know, you're just really fiending for that social media at night, which sounds ridiculous, I know. And I'm glad that I have the strict because there are some times where I'm like, I'm bored, especially when I'm getting back into the swing of using Jomo. You just start to notice like the doom scrolling, the bored scrolling that you do that's really pointless but keeps you up so late. I'm speaking to myself. So I'm going to be bringing back that because I really notice that I get such better sleep. And also once my Jomo closes my social media apps, I then turn to my other hobbies like reading or felting or journaling, and it just allows me that freedom away from my phone because I don't have access to the things that give me those dopamine hits. So I have to find it in other ways. My next habit that I'm going to be tracking is a little bit personal, but one relationship that I do want to just put more into is my marriage. Just because when you have little kids, it can be easy to just get into the swing of things and not really be intentional about showing up for your partner. And so one thing that I want to start implementing is always giving a goodbye kiss. We are okay at that. Like in the beginning of our relationship, I was much more focused on those kinds of things, but then I recognized it wasn't important to him, so I just was like, well, if it's not important to you, like I'm not gonna stress about it. But then it turns out it is important to him, so that's something that I'm gonna be super aware of and conscious of. Is every time he leaves for work, or I leave the house, I'm gonna say goodbye with a kiss. Another habit that I'm bringing back is getting ready. This whole month of July, I just woke up and got into my day-to-day, and I don't like it. I really like getting ready for the day. There's just something about taking a shower, washing your face, getting some makeup on, and getting some like regular real clothes on that just feels good. So I did get some more shirts because I feel like I wear this one all the time. I think I wore this in my last goals video. So I'm trying to get some more clothes that's comfortable enough to where it feels like a t-shirt, but not so uncomfortable that it's like too dressy, you know what I'm saying? And another habit that I'm bringing back is journaling. I have not been journaling at all, and so I want to get back into it just to have an outlet to release my thoughts, to vent. I really find that journaling helps me clear my mental state. And I don't know, I just feel like it helps me dig into things that I wouldn't normally think about for so long, especially just with having little ones. You're so in the moment of trying to do all the stuff and things, keep your house in order, feed them, and then on top of that, all like the school stuff and all of the business stuff. Like there's a lot going on. So I want to be able to take that time at the end of the night, at the beginning of the day, to check in with me and just start off on a good note. So those are going to be all of the habits that I'm tracking for the month of August. I know that I'm starting school full-time back up again, and so I am conscious and aware of that. And so I picked goals and habits that I know that I could do in a way that wouldn't be so strenuous or take so much time away from other things that really matter. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.